The other thing these people wanted you to talk about was the jet fuel hoax.
The jet fuel hoax,
I know that's one of your favorites. I know you love that one.
But yeah, well, you boil it down, the basic idea is that plane tickets are expensive, and the reason the plane ticket is expensive is because the airline says that they have to use a lot of fuel, and they're lying about it because it actually runs on some magical kind of compressed air, and that's the truth. But look, go 5 miles in a Lyft or an Uber, that's 12 fucking dollars. $12 to go 5 miles. Okay, so if you're flying across the country for $250, that's not that bad. That's not that bad.
Here's where the miscalculation is. It's pounds, not gallons. This is where you guys. Here's what I did: is I looked up like the specs of this Airbus 380. I looked that up and I saw the maximum gallons. It said gallons/lb, and then I looked up: is it pounds or is it gallons? The capacity, right here. So there's different types of fuel, and they measure it by pounds. This is
Jet A, and anything that when you go to burn jet fuel, all jet fuel is going to be measured in its pounds.
and it says this is especially critical at high altitudes where temperature will be -40 to -50 degrees Fahrenheit. Further, fuel is burned by mass, not volume.
Right. So
this is like an industry standard.
Right. So the way that the controls of the engine are working, like the fuel injectors are rated in pounds per gallon or pounds per hour. How much pounds per hour of fuel can they deliver? Because when we're doing the chemistry, the stoichiometry to know how much fuel to put into the engine, if you took basic chemistry in school, that's what it is. But we try to maintain that 14.7 ratio there on the fuel. But yeah. So we can burn less fuel, but either way, we're burning the fuel by mass, and any fuel that's going into a jet aircraft is going to be measured in pounds. So when you Google the fuel capacity, so we're going to focus just on the A380, right, as an example, because that's one of the most popular aircraft that's used in the jet fuel hoax theory. When you Google the capacity of that aircraft, it says 82,000 gallons, but it's 82,000 pounds. Gallons per pound is what they rated at.
Right.
It's not 82,000 gallons, because if you times 82,000 times a weight per gallon of Jet A,
6.7 pounds is the weight.
Right. You get an extreme amount.
And that's where these are like, yeah, there's no way you could have this much weight. Well, yeah, obviously.
Obviously, that's true. But no, there's not 82,000 fluid gallons of fuel inside the wings of a plane of the A380. There's 82,000 pounds.
This guy in the chat's still not getting it. It's not 24,000 liters, dude. Is that right? It's pounds, dude.
I'm not going to convert. I'm not going to convert some Freemasonic bullshit metric system. Okay, we're talking gallons. Internationally, it's accepted as pounds too. Is the standard measurement?
And I did the calculation on one capacity, said 84,000 gallons. So I divided that by the weight of the Jet A, whatever, 6.7 pounds, and it's like 12,000 gallons.
12,000 gallons.
12,000 gallons.
How big is a 12,000 gallon tank?
I'm going to show you right now how big a 12,000 gallon tank. This one right here is a 10,000 gallon. This shit is not that big. 10-foot diameter. So this is a 10,000 gallon tank, 10-foot diameter, 18 feet tall, 36-inch tall leg beams. This is not that big, dude. A guy could be standing next to this. I'll pull up your meme here in a second. Here's how big the wing is. So this theory's dead and over. You hear anybody talking about this theory? Let me pull up your Insta thing and compare it to that wing. Steve David said dunzo, 100% dunzo. It's over.
Yeah, it's literally just a miscalculation. It's literally nothing. Even the guy that was in the comments that was all spurging about, because I did make a couple technical errors when I was just bullshitting, but he's talking about scramjets and shit. Like, I didn't even mention scramjets, but we're not talking about fucking scramjets. We're talking about airliners that have turbofan engines on them. So, I mean, are you talking about some magical engine that can transform itself in midair to? But the general purpose of the meme or of the theory is that there's way too much fuel in these aircrafts, and there's no way that's possible. Well, yeah, if you're going that it holds 82,000 gallons, yeah, it's impossible. It doesn't hold that much. Even a KC-135 in-air refueling plane, whose main purpose is to be a flying gas station, only holds like 33,000 actual fluid gallons. That's a 12,000 gallon tank. That's how much tank an A380.
Here's the guy. This guy's. Let's assume this guy's 6 feet. He's half the height of this thing max.
Right.
So this is a 12-foot tall tank. It doesn't even look that wide. And then compare it to the wing here that I'm going to show you right here. Look at this guy standing on the wing. And now you'd have fuel in both wings, across both wings. It's over, bro.
Yeah, it's literally a nothing theory. So, I mean, you don't even have to have the conversation about exotic engine technologies or compressed air or whatever, because the basis of the theory is bullshit. Because it's on miscalculations. No, the airplane doesn't carry that much fuel. It doesn't need 24 fucking elephants inside the wings or whatever in the memes, you know? Like, no, that wing is gigantic. Look, that's a swimming pool inside that one section of the wing. Plenty of space in those wings in the belly of that aircraft to hold 12,000 gallons of fluid.
And Stephen David said we're wrong. It's just a Mandela effect.
Right. Now, but I will add fuel to the conspiracy side of it, because I did look into it a little more, because I thought that it was strange when you did try to look up these figures, that it wasn't very clear cut, you know, like what the specs are on these aircrafts. And then I looked into it, like post 9/11 in December of 2001, there was like an FAA bill that was passed that limited the amount of information that was allowed to be put into public domain or even on the internet. There's a cybersecurity law about the specifications of civil aviation commercial aircraft that are certified by the FAA. So I think and I haven't read through the whole bill yet, obviously, because I don't think it's that important. But basically, the manufacturers are restricted to what they can publicly release about the aircraft, okay? So, yeah, you can run with that any way you want, but still, the theory is bullshit. That's 12,000 gallons of fuel. That's what the aircraft takes.
To add to it, it says one of the reasons pounds has become the universal standard in fuel units. This is because of the famous Gimli glider accident. Air Canada 143, a Boeing 767, ran out of fuel in 1983 during a transcon. Part of the problem was confusion in ordering fuel in kilograms, which could be measured in liters and then converted into pounds for the sake of the operation, along with a chain of events. One of the results of the accident was the movement to an industry standard of pounds in order to mitigate risks of another airplane running out of fuel. So all you researchers, it's over, bro. Share this. Next time someone brings up jet fuels run on compressed air,